Hey guys, Allison here. It is time for your 2-Minute Tuesday. We had our second message on kind of a mini series on Sabbath within our larger series, which is called Summer Break. And I really am grateful for the things that I learned on Sunday. And my Sunday morning started a little hectically. Is that a word? I overslept Sunday morning, and Chad didn't get home from work until like 7. So I am like, he gets home and I'm in like this mad hustle to get out of the house. So when Pastor Kevin kind of was telling his little parody before the message, I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be a message for me. And it really was. I pulled out a lot of really great stuff. I am excited to kind of have this broader idea of the Sabbath and what it entails, and just kind of this deeper knowledge. And if you're like me, on the first message on the Sabbath that Kevin preached 2 weeks ago, I kind of had this like excitement stirring in my soul when we were talking about, like, he was mentioning like what it could be, and what are you feeling like you're needing this, like you can't wait to experience it. And I was kind of feeling that way. I was listening to the message while I was on a walk, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, yes, I need that. So I was excited to hear this week kind of like a better idea of what Sabbath is and what it's not, and what it's not supposed to be and what it's supposed to be. And so a couple of those things that I wrote down were, the Sabbath is not meant to be oppressive, and that it's supposed to be kind of you get to practice the Sabbath. And it's something that's pretty countercultural to our world today, and that it's not supposed to be restrictive, it's supposed to be freeing. And I've always thought of Sabbath as kind of like, well, these things are restricted. And that's kind of where it ended for me. And I've just missed the point of what the gift of Sabbath is meant to be for us. The Sabbath was made for us, not us for the Sabbath. And at the end of the message, Pastor Kevin spoke about, he wanted us to practice, put things into practice. What's stopping you from practicing the spiritual discipline of Sabbath, and what is the gain of that? And I surely wrote down a few things, and one of my top reasons for what's stopping me is my own selfishness. I don't get a lot of free time, and a lot of you are the same way. You might just, you don't have a lot of time to yourself, so the time that you do get to yourself is very precious. And it's hard to give that up, right? It's what scrolling through social media is an escape for me. Netflix shows are an escape for me. Getting out of the house and walking and listening to a podcast is an escape for me. So, kind of changing my idea of what my own time is and how I should be spending it is a little scary. Because you're gonna, it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but sacrifice comes before obedience and joy. That's on a sticky note I have right on my desk. And then naming the gain. I mean, I know that there's just a lot to gain on the other side of practicing this spiritual discipline, and it's not just going to be a short-term thing. If this is a regular obedient step, that I'm taking, I know there's going to be a lot of fruit and a lot of just good on the other side, whether it's like, just a feeling of peace, or lower anxiety, or this kind of just I am very reactive. So when I'm at home with my kids, I react instead of like being proactive. So maybe with more Sabbath restfulness, I can be less reactive and just kind of, anyways, I'm rambling, and we're going on 5 minutes now for our 2-Minute Tuesday. So I definitely pulled out a lot of really good stuff from the message on Sunday. I'm looking forward to this week's message as well. Hopefully you are too. And, I hope you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.